I feel so excited that my chicken started laying, and I'm going to share the recipe. I received the chicks in February 27th, and they are making 5 months this very month. They started by laying 3 eggs the first day. They kept on increasing, 1 egg, 2 eggs, 3 eggs from different chicken houses, and so far they are laying a full tray. The first sign of a laying chicken is when it starts to bow down. It has a grown-up cob. It is bigger in size. Actually, it is heavy. That chicken will always be laying, unless when there is a problem within its body. I took a risk of raising this chicken because for me, I didn't want to import chicks, but the supplier of my chicks they didn't want to supply me the birds in time, so I decided to get birds from another place. Right now the chicks are very scarce. Finding a supplier of chicks that can supply you within 4 months, you just thank God. So I thank God for the risk that I took, because right now in my area, in my district, Masaka, most of the people or most of the farmers do not have the size of the chicken that I'm raising. Not because they don't want to have this kind of chicken, but because the chicks were scarce ever since I ordered these birds, and they are still scarce. They are not seen, the suppliers are not supplying in time, and they are expensive, very, very expensive. The eggs have increased. The prices of eggs have raised so much. A tray of eggs from a farm is at 12,000, which means that by the time I start to sell my starter eggs, it will be at 10,000 plus. That is a great job. In poultry, you have to learn to plan. Guys, I'm so excited because I've suffered a lot with these birds. They died, they got a lot of diseases. I suffered for almost 3 months, 2 months and a half. Now it's time to harvest with a lot of happiness. The truth is, if I didn't debeak, this chicken would be laying at least half of the eggs they have to be laying. However, debeaking always cause some setbacks. However much I used the tools that cannot harm them a lot, but once you cut their beak, you reduce the time they have to lay their eggs. I mean, you increase the period of time they would have laid their eggs. Because these ones that I didn't bake, they are showing a lot of energy. They are showing that actually they are the most laying birds. They are laying more eggs than the others that I debeaked. However much, they are also giving me some eggs. And I'm collecting a full tray so far from all the birds. So whoever tells you that once they start laying at 18 weeks, you're going to collect the next day more eggs, that is not true. They'll keep on adding 1 egg, 3 eggs. When they start laying a full tray in a day, you expect the next day to get a full tray and a half. The other day you can get 3 trays. Like that, they keep on increasing because every day they grow, they feed, and they eat feeds and grow and actually make eggs in their body. I make sure that I increase on their nutrients every time we mix up the feeds. These are the eggs that they have laid so far, because once you increase on their nutrients, they will always lay bigger eggs. So it helps them to make more eggs in the body, and it helps you to get bigger eggs. The white eggs are for the local birds. Always do not forget to vaccinate the chicken. Newcastle, I've just finished to vaccinate today. I use the oral vaccination method, Newcastle vaccine, because within 3 weeks from now we shall be getting a lot of rain, so it is very hard to vaccinate during rainy seasons. And whenever I vaccinate, when the chicken have started to lay the eggs, I take some months without vaccinating, like 2 months without vaccinating, because I've been vaccinating the birds for some months. It means they cannot get weaker, or during the rain season I will just use some antibiotics to keep them safe. Whenever I vaccinate the older birds, I also vaccinate these chicks. Yeah, the local birds, they get an advantage of getting the vaccines. And I normally vaccinate Newcastle. I don't vaccinate foulpox in the local birds, yeah, neither type of typhoid. The brooder has been expanded to prevent coccidiosis. Once they are congested in just a small space, yeah, they start to eat their poop. Because of feeds, the quality of the feeds my local birds are eating, they're laying fully. I mean the older local birds, they're laying their eggs every day fully, and their eggs are bigger in size also. Whoever says that they don't lay, that's a lie. It depends on the feeds that you give them every day. Farm is moving very smoothly, like the way I planned. The chicks are growing so fast. Like after 1 month and a half or 2 months, I'll be letting them free from the brooder. I call this a brooder because, yeah, I gazetted them inside here to prevent cats from disturbing them. The hens are brooding and some of the hens are laying, so the farm is very, I would say it is perfect so far. Come with me and see my other chicken that are laying so well. They're laying, they're growing very well, they're healthy. So I'm waiting for some of them that have not yet started laying to give me eggs so that we can make money. If you want to raise chicken, order the birds and be patient, because suppliers will take time to supply you chicks.